All right, folks, thanks for tuning in to game one of a middle school tripleheader here in the David McMullen Gymnasium, the home of the Lakers. Right now, we've got the Varsity Middle School girls squad taking on the Varsity St. Stephen Middle School Bobcats, followed by a couple of games with the Harvey Middle School JV girls versus two different St. Stephen Middle School JV Bobcats teams. They got a lot of middle school girls wanting to play volleyball this year, which is great. Glad to get them all on the court. It will be our very own athletic director and co-founder of the stream team, Michael Fletcher, who is in the referee's chair for today as he double-checks the rotation. Out there for the Lakers, it looks like number 4, Gabrielle Little, number 3, Emmy McMullen, number 7, Anna Breed, number 5, Ella Durrett, who will be serving, as well as number 15, Grace Cleghorn, and number 8, Autumn Greer. It's fielded well by the Lakers. Here's Breed with the set, and misfired on that a little bit. McMullen couldn't quite get it over, so that will be the Bobcats on the board first. And here's number 15, Haley, check that. Hallie. There's a Hadley and a Hallie, and they're right next to each other on my roster, but that is St. Stephen. Hallie, who is serving again. Here's Hallie's service. Durrett to Breed, and McMullen will send it over looking for the corner. Good save by number 24, Riley. Sent over out of bounds by the Bobcats, so that gets the Lakers on the board. And referee Fletcher just making sure he's getting that scoreboard in a visible spot. Here's Anna Breed, but that service goes off wide. So back to the Bobcats. Here's number 13, Lila. Good service, Breed to Greer for the set, and McMullen will send it over. That's number 9, Ella on the Bobcats team, sending it, and McMullen at the front of the net can't quite punch it over. Grade 8 player guilty of a double hit. And here's Lila again. Breed, and couple Lakers bobbling around for it. Both Little and Greer kind of went for it simultaneously. As coaches on the sidelines there, reminding the girls to communicate. And here is Lila now. McMullen, but that shanks off her arm. So Lakers having a hard time getting going here at the beginning of this game. Here's Lila again, attempting the overhand serve, and she does. Not something you see every day at the middle school level, but nicely done by number 13, Lila of the Bobcats.
Yeah, that was really good because you don't see that in middle school. Most of the time they can't get it over, but that was a really good overhand, especially considering she started off with underhand, which means that she's not confident in it.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of trying it out where they have a bit of a lead, and obviously paid off as Lakers still having some communication issues. Bit of a campfire ball there results in another point. Here's another overhand serve. McMullen, and passes that over the head of her teammate, and now we finally do have a timeout. Coach, I don't see Coach Michelle Breed right now, head coach Michelle Breed. I did see her earlier. Not sure where she's off to, but a couple of the other coaches are talking to the girls now.
Hopefully they can clear up some of the confusion that's going on the court right now.
Yep, just some questions about kind of defensive responsibility, but also just keeping your eyes open, right? And if that pass goes a little further than intended, being ready, even if you know the pass isn't supposed to come to you, you kind of never know with volleyball. It might kind of get shanked in the wrong direction, so always good to be ready to move. As Bobcats get ready to come on back out. They've got a strong lead, as you can see on the scoreboard. Big thanks to our very own Austin Jameson, who is not only working the scoreboard tonight, but also created that template, and it's something we can use saving us about 30 euros a year from the service we had to use. So a pretty cool project by Jameson, one of our seniors here on the stream team. He will be missed as Lakers get the ball. Here's Emmy McMullen. Good low service over the net. And just sliding for it was Ruby. Couldn't quite get there in time. Nice for the Lakers to earn one. Here's McMullen again. See if she can bite into this deficit. And that goes out of bounds too, so Lakers doing okay coming out of the timeout. Didn't strike right away, but have kind of made it a bit closer of a game now. Smart call by the Bobcats to let that fall out of bounds close to referee Michael Fletcher's chair. So we zoom in on number 5, Addison, who is serving. McMullen, direct response, and now it's the Bobcats who might have had a bit of communication issues, not quite sure who was supposed to go for that. Here's number 4, Gabrielle Little, and that falls just in bounds.
Interesting celebration.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bobcats seem to have some coordinated celebrations going on. Lakers, I don't think, have put as much thought or effort into theirs. Oh, no, maybe some of them on the bench there. As Little continuing to draw her team closer after a big deficit in the early going. Durrett to Greer in front of the net. Cleghorn can't quite send it over. So the Bobcats will get the ball back. It's 11-7 now. And number 24, Ruby, back to serve. Durrett fielding well. Good pass over to Greer for the set, and Durrett will send it over. And here's the Bobcats' big hit looking back corner as Lakers try to keep it in bounds, and third hit goes over. Nice work by Durrett. Longest rally we've had so far early in this game. Here's Greer behind her, but Durrett is there. Good heads-up play from one of many grade 8 players on this team. Breed getting out of the way now. Back row, and Lakers can't quite send it over. So the Bobcats will take that point after a long rally. And here's number 24, Ruby, with another serve. Gabrielle Little will send it to the front of the net, but Greer can't get under it in time.
Again, a little miscommunication on the court.
Yep. Coach is reminding the girls, just shake it off and keep going, and they seem to be doing well. Nice response there from Greer. And there, front of the net. I think she had success on the first time she snuck it over from the setter's position. Try to do it again. There's Ruby again, and that's Durrett backing up, but Cleghorn can't get there in time. So here we go as our camera operator, Winter Daniels, zooms into the server. Here's Ruby sending it over. Little has that to Greer. And a hit from Durrett. Bobcats field it, though. That's another thing you don't see too often in middle school, are the big hits. Nice dig from Durrett as well, and one-handed sneaks it over. But it is all for naught as the Bobcats send it right back for the Lakers. They're not ready for it right at the net front. High service, but Durrett has it on that first hit. Second and back to Durrett, but that will not be enough to send it over. So Bobcats an even bigger lead now than they had earlier. At the timeout, they were leading 8-1. Lakers started to fight back, but now they're back even further.
Though the points are down for the score, they have been playing pretty well.
That is true. They have been responding well. They're usually fielding it at least 3 hits and getting more rallies back and forth. As Durrett has done a good job there, and there's the Lakers. I don't know what we call that, the opposite of the commentator's curse. Yep. We got a bit of a compliment there, and they took it to heart. Here's Greer sending it over. Direct response from number 15, Hallie. Lakers fielded out of bounds. And here is number 7, Adelaide. Good service to the middle of the court. Durrett sends it in the back corner. So, gonna knock something over there. Meter stick or mop handle by the looks of it. And Bobcats will get it again. And we remind you, because it is a triple header, we are only going to play 3 sets for each of these games. So this could be over sooner than the Lakers anticipate, as Durrett setting up Anna Breed for a hit. Just mistimed there.
That was really impressive for a set, though. It went pretty far up and with a lot of power.
Yep. Breed only a grade 7 player, and Durrett in grade 8. So these girls have not had quite, not had as much, volleyball experience as high school teams, but still, they are learning, getting the basics down. Here's Grace Cleghorn, good service. McMullen, but that goes off the hands. So Bobcats will get another one. It's number 9, the Bobcats, Ella, back to serve. Ooh, overhand serve, but that is out of bounds. So 21-10 is the score. As here's the Lakers respond with an Ella of their own, playing it a bit safer. Second hit by Durrett. McMullen will send it over nicely. Ooh, good dig from Ella from the Bobcats side. Front of the net, it's number 15, Hadley sending it over, but the Lakers respond. Anna Breed, and a nice dig from Lila will go unrewarded, as Lakers will get the point there.
That was a really good rally. They had quite a few really good plays there.
Yeah, really well done. Lakers coming on, although tough break there. We did hear the girls calling it. Pulling up at just the last minute, though, is that communication. They continue to work on it. They're getting better with the calling, but just gotta, I guess, make sure you're listening and reacting as well. As here's Hallie, number 15, but that service will fall short. And Lakers get a few more kicks at the can. Here's Anna Breed, number 7. Believe she was the first. No, she was not the first server. Durrett was the first server. So we have gone around the service order once and a bit. Good play, rally by the Lakers, sending it over. Third hit is into the back row to Breed. Gabrielle Little sneaks it over on the set. Front of the net, Emmy McMullen pushes it right back. Bobcats pushing it around now and looking in the back row again. Tough break for the Lakers. A bit of confusion as, I believe that was number 13, Lila, sending it back row. $23-10 now. Bobcats knocking on the door. Lakers looking to stave them off, and just mistimes there. Greer couldn't quite get her full body under it, had to extend, and now we've got set point. Lila trying the overhand serve. It is successful. McMullen gets under it, but can't get enough lift, so that will be the first set, as St. Stephen will take that by a score of 25-12.
I'm really impressed with all of the girls. They're playing very well, and though there might be some miscommunication on the court, they're still making really, really smart plays, especially considering they haven't had as much experience to know what plays to make. They are making the correct ones, and it's working out some of the time.
Yep, and the more they play, the more it'll keep coming for sure, as they get used to each other on the court there as well. I think that's one of the big things is, if you see a player coming at you, you're not quite sure if they're going to make it in time, you're not sure who you're covering for. The more you play together, the more you get to know those tendencies, but it does take a while to build that chemistry. A lot of these girls have great chemistry on the basketball court, but not quite as much in volleyball. As I think a lot of their attention is on a different sport. This is kind of their off season.
Yeah, I definitely think that's true.
Yeah. Take a moment to shout out our sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in the streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is in the video description. Big thanks to our minor officials down there as well. I don't have the names of the two girls helping out with the scoreboard. Oh, thanks, Jerry. Albert is one of them. And Wyatt Smith is down there working the score sheet. That scoring iPad hasn't quite migrated to the middle school level just yet. So it is still pen and paper down there. And again, a big thanks to Michael Fletcher as well, athletic director, who has also stepped in to referee here today. Up here in the skybox, we've got Austin Jameson keeping an ear on things at the console and working the scoreboard that he designed. Nice to have that live on a stream. I don't know if this is the first time we've had it live. It is the first time we've had it live on a stream, so really proud to debut that for you. Big part of Austin's Essential Skills project this year. His big capstone project was kind of taking this on, so really happy to have that. And big thanks as well to Winter Daniels pointing us in the right direction with that camera work. And thanks to you, Adeline, for hopping on color.
I just love to commentate on these games because there's always so many interesting plays that are made.
Yeah. Lakers have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They do have 12 on the roster, but they are shorthanded today. Only 9 players dressed, it appears. So they will have some substitutions, but a few returning players as well out there. Rotating in, we've got number 11, Elise Marchesano, number 1, Olivia Albert, and number 13, Meadow Lee Paul. They are joined by number 3, Emmy McMullen, number 5, Ella Durrett, and number 4, Gabrielle Little. So who's out tonight? Rachel Burgoyne. Wait, Maddie Gigi was around, I thought, but she's not on the bench, and Chloe Cummings is not around. Ooh, nice overhand serve by number 8, Hadley.
Yeah, that was really impressive, especially considering this is middle school level. You don't normally see those kind of serves with that much power until you reach high school.
Yeah, really well placed, kind of skimming right over the top of the net, too. There's another one. She's clearly worked on that. McMullen, second hit. And Marchesano will send it over, but it falls out of bounds. So Lakers still dealing with the goose egg here. 2-0 in the early going. And Hadley again. Another strong service. Good take by Albert. McMullen to a teammate, but Little can't quite angle it over. So again, it is the Bobcats with the point. Here's another, and there's an ace. Did she do a bit of a jump there?
Yeah, she did.
Wow, impressive. That's something you don't always see at the high school level, the jump serve.
Yeah, that's rare for even some senior teams. To see this in middle school level is crazy.
Yeah, not super familiar with the St. Stephen Middle School kind of reputation or history, but the fact that they do have 3 middle school girls teams does seem to speak to the importance for middle school girls volleyball at that school. As timing misfired a bit there. Still 5 points. I think she'll happily take that. As you see Maddie Gigi coming back to the bench, she doesn't seem to be wearing athletic footwear though, so she might just be supporting her teammates from the bench today. Misplayed by the Bobcats, so Lakers will take the point. Bobcats do have a full complement of 12, so they've done a full rotation, I believe. As Little sends it over. Here's number 10, Lydia. And the direct response. There's another point for the Lakers as they keep this one a lot closer than the start to the other set. There's Little again. Fielded out of bounds by the Bobcats. Lakers pulled it within 1 now. Nice response, and it can be really easy to get down after a strong server on the other team puts up a lot of points against you. So kudos to the Lakers for keeping their heads up. Here's Albert and Durrett at the front row with the hit. McMullen, good lateral movement to save that, but unfortunately the pass just a little too strong. That falls out of bounds.
That was a really good setup, though.
Yeah, and it was good lateral movement to even keep the ball alive. We didn't know if anyone was going to get there. Good call by Albert, but the pass will go out of bounds.
Just pushed it back a little too much on that one.
Unfortunately, that was kind of the position she was coming from, too. Had to run in to play it, but no one was there to replace her. Nice work by Meadow Lee Paul, sending it over, and just a split second of hesitation there. Both McMullen and Durrett kind of realizing they didn't make the move in time. And here's Avery with another serve for the Bobcats. Nice direct response from McMullen. That's sent high, but it does get over, and Lakers play it low.
A little bit of a late response with that one.
Yeah, so after pulling it within one, Lakers see the deficit grow again. McMullen, and caught it right at the top of the net, as that's hard to time the jump to send it over.
Really impressed with how many tips they've attempted and gotten over this game too.
Yeah, they've had a few more successful ones, but unfortunately was not to be on that point. Here's Avery again, looking back row. Marchesano is there, but the pass kind of rides up her arms and away from her teammates. So that'll be the Bobcats hitting double digits. And here's Avery attempting the overhand serve.
And it worked.
Yeah, that's the second Bobcat player to start underhand, but then start attempting the overhand when they get a bit more confidence. And that one's a misfire, but still pretty good. You see lots of misfires at the high school level as well.
Yes,
So,
very true.
Yep, good strong serving Bobcats team here. As here is Ella Durrett. She was the starting server for the Lakers in the first set. Coaches have a lot of confidence in her, and she rewards them there.
She has a really strong underhand serve.
Yeah, places it well, comes in with speed, so Bobcats misread it the first time, and there's a nice dig again from Durrett, and now Albert getting there, but puts too much mustard on that. That goes high and not laterally.
Yeah, it can be difficult when you're running into it and trying to get under the ball and push it over.
And, nice attempt there, and it's successful. Really nice play by Olivia Albert from a setter's position. Kind of that, it's not a back set because it didn't go to a teammate, just kind of snuck it over, but from behind. So definitely caught the Bobcats unawares there. Got her
It's the
team.
first time I've seen that before in middle school, and you don't really see that in high school either, going straight over the net.
No, you do see it every so often, like a trick play almost. So nice to see the Lakers reaching deep into their bag of tricks. This comes in front of Meadow Lee Paul in the back row. It'll be Natalie again, wearing number 20 for the Bobcats. Little fields that. Albert with the set, and McMullen will tip it just over. Nice work winning the net front battle as the Bobcats can't quite respond. And here's Olivia Albert now. Good service from Albert. Comes right to the middle of the Bobcats. Direct response. Little with the pass, and McMullen with the hit. And misfire there from the Bobcats trying to field it.
Just a little confusion as to where your arms are and where the ball is.
Yep. If you're kind of swinging for it too, you're out of position. You want to really be sure about where you're putting it, but sometimes you can overcompensate with the motion. And good solid fielding from the Bobcats. Little calling the ball, but unfortunately puts it a little too lateral for her teammates to get there. As Jerry Albert working that scorer's table, showing both coaches the scoreboard. The gym scoreboard not active tonight. And here's a serve from Maya of the Bobcats. Ooh, one-handed. Nice work by Emma McMullen saving that and getting it over. Albert in the back row saving that, but it does go out of bounds. So it will be 8-16 there. And here's Maya again. This one low. So Lakers get the point back. If you're just tuning in, they lost the first set by a score of 25-12, so they're doing better here. As, looks like it's 10-16. I guess our score was correct earlier, and they must have missed a point down there. There's Hadley sending it, and Little over to Marchesano, but it won't just go over. Well, they didn't score there. It was good work by the Lakers. They were a little more disciplined there, getting out of each other's way, which is something they had trouble with earlier.
Yeah, some great footwork there.
As that ball falls in front of the Lakers, and number 10, Lydia, will get another kick at the can. McMullen coming in, trying to hit that on the run. Couldn't quite get as squared under it as she would have liked.
Just a little too close to the ball to get the bump right.
There's Little sending it over. Bobcats responding with the one-handed punch. That's nice work by number 19, Riley, at the front of the net. As you hear her teammates giving her some praise as well.
Been seeing a lot of good trick balls in this game.
Another low service. Durrett has that to Little. Back to Durrett for the hit. Durrett responds. Bobcats try to catch the Lakers unaware, and they can't quite get it. Consecutive hits at the front of the net just go into the net there. And now it is Elise Marchesano going back for the service. Nice service cross court. Has the Bobcats scrambling, but they do get it over. And pass to the front a little low. That's a difficult ball to play for the Lakers.
I also don't think they were expecting it, considering it was so far off to the wall there.
Yeah, that was a good scramble from the Bobcats to make that play. And it's back to Hadley, number 8, the overhand server we saw at the beginning of the game. Lakers had a tough time fielding her serves. It was only a misfired serve that stopped the run for the Lakers. And here's Hadley again. 23-11 her team leads, but that one will catch the top of the net. And here's Gabrielle Little looking to respond. First server in the rotations for the Lakers coach with this combination. He's going to send that over, and direct response from Hadley. Albert with the set, and Durrett, nice dig to send it over. Durrett again with the first pass. Albert coming in behind, and Durrett will send it. Good exchange from the Lakers' kind of front three right now. And that goes sideways off the hands of the defender. So this will be set and game point for the Bobcats. It is number 12, Avery, with a chance to end it. Lakers need a point here to stay alive. Albert sneaking it over, but that's just out of bounds. Tough break for Olivia Albert, as that is 25. Oh, no. No, never mind. There must have been a penalty called. I didn't see it.
It might have landed on the line and we couldn't see it. I
Maybe,
don't know
yeah,
what
maybe
happened.
it was a line. Maybe it skimmed one of the players. But either way, Lakers in must-score territory. And Ella Durrett with an ace there snuck it just along the red line. So Lakers obviously have their work cut out for them. But one of their strongest servers up right now, Ella Durrett, as Paul tries to keep it alive, but that will go over to the Don Fletcher minor officiating table. And after a little bit of fight in them with their backs against the wall, they ultimately do succumb to the Bobcats. 25-14 is the score there on that second set.
Really impressive game from both teams there. I was not expecting to see that level of playing at middle school.
Yeah, especially with the service there. Very impressive. But some good digs and some good kind of scrambles from both teams to keep rallies alive. And Lakers just a little outmatched right now, but we'll see what the teams decide. They will play a third and final set. It will not have an impact on the final result of the game. Based on timing, I wonder if it may only be a 15-point set, as there is another game scheduled for 5:30. But we'll kind of see what the coaches decide. We'll take a moment again to shout out our sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at RE/MAX, East Coast Elite Realty, and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in the streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is in the video description. And big thanks down there to our minor officials, Wyatt Smith, Jerry Lee Albert, and I'm not 100% sure who the third one is. I believe it's Meadow Lee Paul's sister, but I don't know her first name. But either way, big thanks to all those minor officials and to our referee, Mr. Michael Fletcher, who has stepped in to make sure that this game can go on. Officials are a huge part of the game, as you know. They could not happen without both minor officials and referees. So we thank everyone who gives up their time to make sure that these students get a chance to play the sports they love. Big thanks up here in the skybox as well to Winter Daniels working camera and Austin Jameson working the console and keeping track of the score on the scoreboard that he created. Pretty cool to have that in play now as we move towards more and more student-created and student-run just streams up here in all aspects. We were using a professional service before called FlexiScore, which worked well, but it did cost us money, and it was not student-run at all. So really nice that we can have that now. So, Fletcher just double-checking both the scoreboard and the lineups by the look of it. Not sure if the Bobcats have fully decided on their rosters. They just played with 2 full units of 6. So I don't know if they'll send out a full unit, try to mix it up. If you're trying to build chemistry between like a full 6, which is important, you might not want to kind of break that. As, let's see here. Number 1, Maya. Number 8, Hadley. Number 10, Lydia. Number 12, Avery. Number 20, Natalie, and number 19, Riley. I believe it's the same 6 who ended that for that second set on the court again for the Bobcats. For the Lakers, they will continue to rotate players through. We've got Autumn Greer, Elise Marchesano, Ella Durrett, Grace Cleghorn, Anna Breed, and Olivia Albert out there on the court. Will be the Lakers who get to serve first. Autumn Greer with the ball on her hand. Remains to be seen whether we're playing a 15 or a 25-point set. Fielded by the Bobcats, and that goes into the net. It's the Lakers on the board first for the first time tonight. Gotta love that. And here's Greer again after retrieving that ball. Good service over. That's fielded by Lydia, but unable to play that, so Lakers with another point and a chance to build themselves an early lead. It's one of the things that's kind of doomed the Lakers in their first 2 sets, giving up a lot of points early, so nice to be on the other end of that. We'll see if the Lakers can build themselves a bit of breathing room. Hadley, check that. Greer again, as good recovery by the Bobcats. Lakers try to field it. A bit of confusion there. So coach is reminding them to be ready for the ball no matter where you are, and that is good advice. It's number 12, Avery, with a cross-court serve, fielded out of bounds by the Lakers. So Bobcats starting to claw back the early lead that the Lakers were able to paddle away with. Here's Avery looking to tie it up. Nice low serve. Sent to the back row. Marchesano, but third hit no good. And Lakers having a bit of an issue with kind of everyone congregating to the ball, but it doesn't leave any defensive coverage. Something they might want to work on. Nice low service from number 12, Avery. And she will get the ball back again, having gained her team the lead, and now a chance to extend it. High service this time. Durrett has that pass. Breed over to Albert, who will send it back row. Good play by Hadley with the direct response, but can't get it quite over the net. Lakers have it. And here's Olivia Albert back to serve. Good service up and over. Maya for the Bobcats. Set by Natalie, and a hit from Maya as response from the Lakers falls out of bounds.
Just a little too far out with that bump.
Nice close matchup so far in the early going, though, as Riley is back to serve. Greer to Breed, pinballing around a bit. But Lakers, again, keep it a little too low. St. Stephen coach, we didn't grab her name, but big thanks to her for volunteering her time, as well as the Lakers coaches. Head coach Michelle Breed is not on the bench. I could have sworn I did see her earlier, but I could have been mistaken. A couple of her assistants leading the way tonight, though. It's a high service, fielded by Albert, but no one can get there in time. And after a nice early lead from the Lakers, Bobcats have regained control. So we have the overhand attempt from Riley. And that's no good. Here's Anna Breed. Service will go out of bounds. He's got a pretty heavily taped knee down there, does Breed.
Yeah, I'm just noticing now that you've said that.
I don't know, actually, maybe it's not tape. Maybe it's more of a longer brace. It looks like white athletic tape, but yeah, I hope it's not indicative of any larger injury. Yeah, not uncommon to wear knee pads, and some of the players getting good use out of them this game. There have been some really good slides from both sides. But that looks like more of a brace than a pad. Bobcats hit double digits now, as it is number 20, Natalie, back to serve. Looking for the low serve, but can't quite sneak it over. Lakers will happily take the point, and it is number 15, Grace Cleghorn, one of 7 grade 8 players here on the roster. So lots of graduates from this veteran squad. As that goes out of bounds. And, sorry, it must be Maya, not Maya, as I was previously speaking. One of the advantages of those little chants, I guess. You get to verify some name pronunciations. Nice dig from Albert to send it over. Hit from Hadley is successful. And there's nice work from number 8 in the Bobcats jersey, as I think we are going to be going to 25, as Bobcats coach is doing a full 6-person swap, which tells me this is probably the second half of the game after 12 points, 12-6. So a few girls shuffling out, not everyone, as the server Maya is still going to stay out there. And that will not quite make it over. And we'll get the final substitution. Number 15, Hallie, just had to wait had to wait for her spot in the rotation. Lakers maintaining their same 6 out there. Here's Ella Durrett, number 5. Direct response from Lila. And going for the hit was Greer. Couldn't get that over the net. So it will be one of these new Bobcats, and it's number 7 Adelaide who will get the first crack at it. Good service from Adelaide. Lakers fielded out of bounds.
Just a little confusion out there on the Lakers side of the court, I think.
Yeah, a couple of girls going for it at the same time. So no one there for the third hit. And yeah, calling it is a good first step, and they're doing that better, but also kind of just having the volleyball awareness, I guess, to know what to do. Okay, after someone's called it and they hit it, where do I need to be ready for the next hit? And that's, I think, what the girls are developing right now.
Yeah, they'll definitely get better at that as the season goes on and as they continue to play throughout the years. Hopefully they do, because I see a lot of potential in all of the players out there on the court.
Yeah. So they do get the point there. Here's Elise Marchesano. Sends that over. Direct response from the Bobcats. Albert with a good set, and the hit there from Breed. Nice play coming up by Ruby of the Bobcats. Couple of Lakers teaming up on that one to send it over. Third hit from Lila is good. Here's Albert to Durrett in the back row. Big pass, but Albert directs it. Just didn't have the angle on that one.
That was close.
Yeah, tough break, and the Bobcats would have been hard-pressed to play it, too. They were scrambling to get kind of following it along the net. But if it had fallen on the Bobcats' side, would have been a tough ball to play. Here's Addison. Ooh, great tip there from number 9. That is the Ella for the Bobcats. Couple of Ellas on the court right now. The Lakers Ella wears number 5 in the back row. Albert sending it over on the second hit. Bobcats are ready. And that one snuck just in bounds. I think the Lakers thought it was going out. Here's Addison. Sending it over. Nice dig from Durrett. Another direct response from Breed. Lakers doing well as Albert calls it. And second hit just out of reach for Autumn Greer. So coaches kind of remind them of the defensive responsibilities there. Service comes to Grace Cleghorn, but unfortunately played into the net. Lakers can't field it there, and the Bobcats have hit the 20-point mark. As it's a full team effort for St. Stephen right now. All 12 players have gotten on the court, and I believe touched the ball on this set, which is not something you see very often. Here's Addison. Ball sneaks over, but Lakers can't quite get there in time. And coach is reminding them about that ready position so they can move and react quickly. High ball, Marchesano is there. Greer with the pass from the back row, though. Some Lakers got bodies in position, just didn't send it over the way they would have liked. Marchesano over to Albert, nice little tip over. So Lakers with some signs of life. Nicely done there. Is it Autumn Greer again? Okay, I guess we've gone all the way around the service order. Here we are back at the beginning. It's Autumn Greer. Sends it up. She had a nice three-point run to start, but there's that commentator's curse as Lakers can't get under it, and it is set point yet again for the Bobcats. Here's Ruby. Overhand attempt, but that goes into the net. Had some strength behind it, though.
Yeah, I don't know if the Lakers would have been able to receive that if it had gone over because that had so much power behind it.
Would have been tough. There's Albert to Durrett. And that will not clear the net on the third hit, so Lakers will drop that third set as well. A score of 25-10 in favor of St. Stephen. And as this is game one of a triple header tonight, that will be the end of that one. Make sure you stay tuned, though. We've got two more games coming up. The middle school JV girls are taking on two different JV St. Stephen teams. There will be three different St. Stephen teams taking the court tonight. So make sure you stay tuned for that. That game's scheduled to start at 5:30. Thanks yet again to our minor officials down there as well as up here in the booth. We had Winter Daniels on camera, Austin Jameson at the scoreboard, and big thanks to you, Adeline Albert, for chipping in with commentary. Take care, and we will see you in about 15-20 minutes.